Hello, my PS81 friends. Welcome to week 12 of remote learning. That's right, week 12, a dozen, like a dozen eggs, a dozen cupcakes, a dozen bagels, 12. 12 weeks. I am so proud of all the hard work that you guys have been doing. This week, guess what? Topic is multiplication. You guys know how important I feel learning your multiplication tables from memory is. I promise you, I know you've heard me say this before, but if you take the time and put in the effort to learn them from memory now, the math that you learn in 4th and 5th grade is going to be so much easier for you. I promise. I've been doing this for a long time. So before I show you the activity that I put together for you for this week, I am going to read you a book. And the book is called Stacks of Trouble. And the author is Martha F. Brenner, and it's illustrated by Liza Woodruff. My mother likes our house clean at all times. Don't ask me why. We hoped we'd get a break when she went to help Aunt Sue with her new baby. No chance. She left a long list of jobs. I picked an easy job, washing the dishes. You just load the dishwasher, push a button, and swish, the machine does it all. I decided to feed Wolfie too. That's not work. There's nothing I hate more than work. Was I in for a surprise? After breakfast, I went to open the dishwasher. That's when I saw the note. Oh no, I'd have to wash dishes by hand. It would take forever. There was a note there. Memo, dishwasher broken, do not use. Repairman coming tomorrow, Mom. Besides, I had important things to do. Wolfie and I had a practice. The Frisbee contest was only one day away. Calm down, I told myself. There weren't that many dishes. I didn't need to wash them yet. 3 4s, that's 12 dishes. Not so bad. We had lots of clean dishes, enough to last until the dishwasher was fixed. The repairman was coming the next day. Memo, 4 times 3 equals 12 small plates. 3 times 4 equals 12 big plates. 4 times 2 equals 8 mugs. 2 times 4 equals 8 bowls. 2 times 6 equals 12 glasses. So he saw the stacks and how many was in each stack, and he was just multiplying them to see how many dishes they had of each. Then, at lunchtime, my brother John made messy tuna sandwiches. We don't need plates for sandwiches, I said. Let's use paper towels. I don't want to eat off a towel, my sister Lisa said. She wrinkled her nose. 2 dishes times 4 people is 8 dirty dishes. Oh well, we didn't use a lot of dishes. In fact, it wouldn't take long to wash them. Just then, my friend Sal knocked on the back door. The Crunch brothers had dared us in touch football. We won't have a chance unless you play, said Sal. I decided the dirty dishes could wait. We weren't as tall as the Crunches or as fast, but they always were in the same place. Duh! So I figured out how to block them. My passes flew like bullets. We won. But the dishes were still waiting. We celebrated at my house. Popcorn and potato chips. No dishes needed. Then someone had a glass of juice. So everyone had juice, except me. Lisa and her friends were giving each other makeovers. They came in for ice cream. So everyone had ice cream, except me. Was this any way to thank a football hero with dirty dishes? Dad wasn't going to like the mess. I was afraid he'd make me start washing. So I cleaned up a little. I stacked the dishes, then I hid a few in the basement. 5 dishes times 2 stacks is 10 dirty dishes. He wrote a note. Please don't dirty any more dishes or else. I couldn't put this job off much longer, but I could stop people from dirtying extra dishes. I taped up a warning sign on the kitchen door. Lisa invited her friends to stay overnight. The girls, the supermodels, showed off their new looks at dinner. 3 dishes times 6 people is 18 dirty dishes. I didn't pay much attention. I was too busy looking at the dishes. There were 18, not counting the serving bowls. More people meant more dirty dishes. Lots more. The kitchen was starting to smell funny. Time for another trip to the basement. 5 times 2 equals 10 mugs. 2 times 5 equals 10 small plates. 7 times 2 equals 14 glasses. 1 times 6 equals 6 big plates. I dragged myself up and down those basement stairs. What I needed was a good night's sleep. It was a lot of work not doing the dishes. I overslept. If I didn't hurry, we'd miss the Frisbee contest. Everybody else had already had breakfast. I took the last clean bowl. The kitchen smelled like dirty socks and rotten eggs. The repairman better hurry, I told myself. 6 big plates, 2 small plates, 2 mugs plus 2 bowls is 12 more dirty dishes. I aimed the Frisbee high. Wolfie caught it with all paws off the ground. The judges gave him extra points. What a dog! What a thrower! We won second prize. When we got home, it was almost time to set the table for lunch. I looked in the cupboards. No clean plates. Only 2 glasses. I looked in the silverware drawer. Empty. But it was stupid to wash dishes before lunch. I bet I could find something else to use. What's a dish anyway? Just a food holder. 0 big plates, 0 small plates, 0 mugs, 0 bowls, 2 glasses. I found some things that were just as good as regular dishes. Better, really. Much more interesting. Grandma won't mind. Aha! Perfect. Mike, you dish brain, John said. What were you thinking? Lisa giggled. They just didn't get it. I started to wonder how Dad would take it. I soon found out. Boy, was I in trouble. Guess what Dad found in the basement? Ah! Dad said I'd gone too far. My family was counting on me to do my job. I carried the dishes up fast. What had I been thinking? I bet there were more dirty dishes here than anyone anywhere had ever washed. Could I set a record? 12 bowls, 12 big plates, 12 small plates, 12 mugs. 4 times 12 equals 48. Plus 16 glasses. Wow, that's 64 dirty dishes, not including the pots and serving bowls. I took a deep breath and plunged in. I soaked, I scrubbed, I rinsed. Soon the clean dishes equaled the dirty ones. I began to feel better, but there was more work to do. Just as I was washing the last few dishes, who should walk in? The repairman. Some luck. He shook his head when he saw what I was doing. Dirty dishes sure can multiply, he said. No kidding. The end. So that was a funny little story about multiplying and kind of not doing your chores. So I wanted to review some of the ways to multiply. Look, our flat cypress is here. You can use models. This shows 2 equal groups of 4 smiley faces. 2 times 4 is 8 smiley faces. You could think of addition. 6 times 2 means 6 twos. So 6 times 2 equals 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So you think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 6 times 2 is 12. You can find and use a pattern. 0 times 8 is 8. 1 times 8 is 8, so that's 8 more. 2 times 8 is 16, that's 8 more. 3 times 8 is 24, and that's 8 more. So every time you multiply another group, it just increases by 8 in the 8 times table. You could use a related fact. 9 times 3 equals, I don't know. So you think, I know 3 times 9 is 27. You just turn around the factors. So 9 times 3 equals 27 as well. Today we're going to play a game. It's called multiplication squares. And again, it's to practice your multiplication tables. It's going to be the multiplication tables from 1 through 6. So you're going to need to gather some things. Every player needs to have a different color marker or crayon or colored pencil. Just has to be different colors. And we need to make a game board. So how you're going to make a game board is you're just going to take a piece of paper and you're going to make dots. Dots that are equal spaces apart, and you're going to fill up the page. I made one that's 11 across and 11 down. 11 times 11, anybody? Anybody? I'm not going to tell you. You figure it out yourself. So you make the dots. There's the dots. And then you put the products in between. Don't worry, I'll put a picture of this at the end of my video so you can see what numbers to put in. These are all the products that you can get multiplying the 1 times table to the 6 times table. Just 1 through 6, just the first half, not even up to 12, just up to 6. Now, how are you going to get these products? You're going to have to use something to get the products. There's a couple of different choices. One choice is if you have a pair of dice. I took this pair of dice out of a board game that we have. I don't have extra dice at home laying around. They're all at school. So I took this from a game. If you don't have dice, don't worry. I'm going to show you other things that you can use. If you have a deck of cards, you're going to take out all of the 6s, all of the 5s, all of the 4s, all of the 3s, all of the 2s. You're going to take out the aces, and the aces are going to stand for 1s. There's going to be 4 of each of them. If you don't have dice and you don't have cards, don't worry. I'm going to show you something else you could use. You have paper and a marker. You're going to cut and you're going to make number cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 4 of each because that would be the same as the cards if you had cards. But again, you can make them. It's really fine. It works the same exact way. Okay, so after you have your markers or crayons or colored pencils or pens, as long as everybody has a different color, it really doesn't matter what you use. And you have your board that you made with the dots and the products, and you have your dice or your cards or your number cards. It's time to start playing. So the first player is going to go. What they're going to do is, I'm just going to use the dice. They're either going to roll both the dice or pick up 2 cards. I'm going to roll the dice. I got a 2 and a 2. So I multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to take my color. I'm going to use a pink. And I'm going to find a 4. Anywhere on there, it doesn't matter. And there's more than one. See, look, here's a 4. Here's a 4. Here's a 4. Just pick one. And you're going to draw one line. So I drew one line. Now somebody else is going to go. Roll the dice or pick 2 cards. You multiply them. I got a 5 and a 3. 5 times 3 is 15. I'm going to pretend this is a different person, so I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to find a 15, and I'm going to make a line. It doesn't have to be a vertical line. You can make a horizontal line as well. Next person that goes. This game is for 2 or more players. I took out 3 markers, So 3 players. Here we go. Player number 3. Player number 3 got a 6 and a 1. I'm going to multiply those two factors and I'm going to get a 6. So I'm going to find a 6 on there and I'm going to make a line. See? 6 line over there. Now, the goal is to capture the squares. How do you capture the squares? You be the last person to close the square, to make that last line to make a square. So let's take this for the player number 1. Let's say another player got it. They made another line. Then another player got 4. They made the 3rd line. See, so there's 3 lines. Not a square yet. Let's say the pink player goes again and they get 4 as their product. They get to close the square, they make a square, and they color it in. To show that they captured the square. You keep playing until all the squares are made, okay? If on your turn you roll a product that there's no more open lines that you could make, your turn is over. If you make a box on your turn, you get to roll again. You get a second chance. Okay? Now at the end of the game ends when all the boxes, all the squares are made, and you count who has the most color. Okay? I look forward to seeing your multiplication square boards. You could post a picture on this assignment, send me a chat or an email at btibbets@schools.nyc.gov. Have fun. See you next week. Bye.